The UK says it doesn't want ill-gotten money in its country and has agreed to repatriate the £4.2 million looted by former governor of Delta State, Chief James Ibori, back to Nigeria. What government should this money go to, the state or the federal? And what is the lesson in this for Nigerians, particularly public office holders? This is Viewpoint on ITV, and I'm Blessing Ache.
The first lesson here now is that if you are a public office holder, you should be learning by now that there's no need to steal money. So if you steal money, definitely if you are caught, there will be, a repatriation, a refund of that, whether it's in a foreign country or not. Such fund will be required to be repatriated to Nigeria. So I think that is first lesson that this anti-corruption, to an extent, even though there are clear loopholes and inability to completely survive, the anti-corruption, pursuit. But I think in an elementary analysis of what is given is that what will be the use of stealing money and having to return the money later. So I think people might be learning from that as fast as possible. I do not see what is the rationality, from the foreign country where they now say, well, come and take your money, because over time they have deceived us. We can't determine, we cannot be sure of the sincerity in whatever they say now. So if they are saying, oh please, we don't want looted funds in our country, but what informed their reason for taking those looted funds in the first place? And what is now informing them to say we no longer want it? But give or take, we don't want our funds to be lost, whether looted or otherwise, to be lost in their country. So it's welcome if they are sincerely telling us now that, well, whatever fund that comes here, looted or otherwise, will be returned to our country. Oh, very well, it's expected to come, and we're happy about that. Yes, when funds are looted and recovered, yeah, they should be channeled into appropriate, appropriate channels like infrastructural development in the country that have decayed over time. We don't have light now, and nothing is coming to us. So it's expected that if these funds are recovered, they should be appropriately channeled to such activities and accounted for to the letter. But if you bring it to the case of Ibori, we are asking federal government to ensure that the fund, recovered from him are appropriately transferred to Delta State.
Ibori's loot, ordinarily, I am of the view that it should go back to Delta State, because it is from Delta State he looted that money from. More so, the federal government is saying that the money should come straight to them, which is not supposed to be, because there is a clear-cut division between the state treasury and the federal purse. And if the money is looted from the state, I see no reason why it should go back to the federal government's purse. It should be for the states, and it has to go back to Delta State. Again, there is something we call restitution. If you collected from somebody and you want to return back to that same person, it has to go to the main source, and that main source is Delta State. Irrespective of the fact that Delta State is a state in Nigeria, it has to go back to Delta State. Again, UK too is not being fair. If they say they don't want to get, they don't want ill-gotten money in their country, what about the interest that this money has yielded over the years? Are they also restituting that by returning it back to us? That is the question we should ask them. So they are only trying to dance to the gallery. Ordinarily, they are also part and parcel of this ill-gotten loot.
They want to return £4.2 million to Nigerian government, and President Muhammadu Buhari, through his Attorney General and Minister of Justice, said the money that was looted by Ibori while he was in governor in Delta State should be used to complete the second Niger Bridge, Lagos Ibadan Express Way, and Abuja Kanu Highway. Is it that the money was looted in Lagos State? Was the money looted in Oyo State? Was the money looted in Kano State? Was the money looted in Abuja? Or the money was looted in Delta State? What beats my imagination is the fact that UK government now realized that this is the psychological moment for the looted funds to be returned back to our country. If that money was invested in business in Nigeria, you know, the profits, the money would have attracted. And now they are telling us that they want to check the excesses of Nigerian politicians looting the treasury of their country and investing in their country. That is not achievable. They want economic boom. Our politicians loot our treasury and invest the money in UK and other countries to boost or to enhance their economy. While the economy of Nigeria, in which the fund was or is looted in a state, is in a state of economic disequilibrium. It's in a state of economic quagmire.
UK has they've demonstrated the fact that they're different from an average African country that seems to celebrate what is wrong, celebrate criminality, celebrate corruption. If such has happened in Nigeria, for example, our people will even celebrate the criminality on how to partake and benefit from the looted fund. But for them, they say they are not interested. But I think what actually facilitated this whole repatriation is the legal tussle that has been on for a while through the office of the Attorney General of the Federation, that this money belongs to Nigeria. This money, Nigeria cannot forfeit money to UK. So, though we've had the victory from it, that's why they have now agreed to a memorandum of understanding that the money should be repatriated to Nigeria. A governor cannot steal from a state, and after the money has been repatriated, the stolen money has been repatriated, you are not converting the money to a federal project. It's not done. The people of Delta State should benefit from that money. So in my opinion, not just from the position of the law, what is fair and what is right, Deltans should benefit from that money, not for federal projects. If all the money that has been recovered so far from Ibori in Delta State, if the governor has used it for the benefit of Deltans, I can tell you that Delta would have been more than Dubai today.
It is a common consensus by respondents that the looted funds repatriated by the UK should go to Delta State from where it was looted. They also advise public office holders not to deplete the resources of Nigeria by looting funds from the country and sending them to countries abroad. I'm Blessing Daichi.